take the last three letters of that word, you've got
Art.
So here we are, at the Art Club or the Heart Club, this place where my parents spent so much time, a place where their love crystallized. And it is such an honor to be here with you all, to honor Mama Pache. And it rained today. Now Mama Pache was a Kansas girl who loved the crops. So Mama Pache loved the rain. She didn't want anything to dry up. This is true. She would throw a snowball at a tree, so the snowball would melt and give the tree some liquid to its roots. So Mama Pache, I'm sure, brought us this rain, and this is harvest season. And one of the most beautiful harvests we have in this lifetime is love and friendship. And it's an honor beyond words to introduce, beyond a friend, my brother, Michael Darrigan, who my mom loved beyond words. And Michael Darrigan here is going to give us a eulogy. So can you put your hands together for a man with a heart of gold?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. This won't be long. I just wanted to say hello. I'm Michael Darrigan. I'm honored to be standing here in front of you to say a few words about a remarkable person. A loving wife and a mother, a devoted civil servant, a friend of animals and a lover of nature, and a maker of hilarious and witty jokes, Sharon Pace. And on behalf of Frank and Joe, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight and those who came today during the ceremony. And I've known the Pace family for many decades at this point, since being roughed up by Joel and his buddies in 7th grade at Nathan Bishop, being the new kid from South Providence. I spent time with Joel, Frank, Joe, their dad, and Sharon in many states and many countries even. Sharing meals, laughing, talking, the humor and wit, the interest in music and art, travel and nature were and are Pace family hallmarks, and I was embraced as one of their own. And more recently, last year or two ago, I was able to spend a lot more time with Sharon one-on-one, making her daily breakfast, taking her to the YMCA pool, attending chamber and classical music concerts, having lunch, going to lectures, in art galleries, parks, and theatrical performances. Our times were always full of stimulating conversation and persistent laughter. Around Providence, we would constantly bump into Sharon's friends and more often than not make new ones. Through Sharon's unfiltered, unhesitant greetings to any and all she came into contact with, and often people would just gravitate to Sharon for no other reason than her beautiful smile and her beautiful blue eyes. There's a saying that I believe was attributed to Socrates that the unexamined life is not worth living, which I agree with. But contemplating that phrase and its wisdom, it occurred to me that examining life is essential to trying to appreciate what we have here. But another guide to living, another phrase might be, an unexplored life is not worth living. And Sharon Pace's long life was one of exploration. With curiosity as her compass, Sharon's fearless nature, keen intellect, and relentless determination led her from a small-town Kansas upbringing to the East Coast as a young lady, working as an au pair in Newport and a summer camp in Jamestown. Later, she was off to Germany to study the language and culture years before the wall fell. Then on to Michigan to study art history. And later back east, Sharon took evening art classes in Providence at Michigan, where she met her husband Joe, with whom she created a wonderful family and two precious, precocious boys who have become mostly upstanding men in their own. Exploration and service, empathy and devotion. Sharon epitomized these traits by working as a social worker for the state of Rhode Island for 3.5 decades. Day in and day out, working with children and families whose struggles knew no bounds. Sharon accepted her role and thrived in it, bringing her compassion and indomitable spiritual strength to enable her to help countless children and parents lead better, healthier lives. Sharon, who was by any measure a blonde beauty and someone well aware of fashion and such trends, was absolutely unconcerned about materialistic trappings and anything superficial. Her entire focus in life was on learning, teaching, caring, and connecting with people and animals, helping others experience the wild wonder of the natural world and the endlessly stimulating acts of experiencing and creating music and art. Sharon's sharp mind and empathetic heart was constantly open for a snatch of beauty, a glimpse of the sublime. A rogue daffodil appearing deep in the forest, the call of a wren from within a hydrangea bush, the transcendent beauty of a gradual sunset burning orange and softening indigo in the western sky. Sharon, I'll miss doing laps with you in the pool, getting buoyant, as we'd say, saying goodbye to gravity for an hour or so, and then eventually holding up our hands to check for what we call the prune metric, to see how our fingers were doing and whether it was time enough to get out of the pool. Sharon, I'll miss your brilliant smile, your laugh, a shock of pure pleasure when something amused you, and I'll miss your energy, vivacious and kind, undaunted and aware. And I want to close with a poem by David Harkins. It's called She Is Gone, and for this it's called Sharon Is Gone. You can shed tears that she is gone, or you can smile because she has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that she will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see her, or you can be full of the love that you share. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember Sharon and only that she is gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what Sharon would want. Smile, open your eyes, love, and go on.
Thank you.